You know, Bull, you could do me a favor and get off your ass and give me a hand with some of this work.
Giving you a hand with this job.
You know, I could do a lot more than just cut wood and collect cow chips.
Hello!
Howdy.
Hunting strays, you figure?
Not this late in winter.
Suppose I should go rouse high?
No. I hasn't been resting so well, so if I was you, I'd let him rest till he knew what was cooking.
Good day to you, gentlemen. Might either of you gentlemen be that redubitable Indian hunter, Hiram Good?
Let me ask you, what's your business with High?
My business is Mr. Good's business. Scalp hunting.
We done scalped all those diggers a long time ago.
High's retired.
The only thing left to fleece now is these sheep.
I wouldn't want to quarrel with you.
George Spires. This here's Bull Sublet.
Will Seagraves, pleasure. Like I say, I wouldn't want to quarrel with you, Mr. Spires. But I'm afraid that a few of the rascals may have escaped your attention. And last night they attacked my herd. Mill Creeks, I suspect.
What does it make you think that it's Mill Creek's done it?
Look at that, Bull.
We ain't seen one of these in a coon's age. Mill Creeks, eh, George?
You best go fetch High.
Hey, Ned. I've got a visitor. We gotta get going. Something's cooking. Something big.
That was Bull. Calling for you. Says we gotta get something cooking.
You say something?
That was Bull. He says we gotta get cooking.
Bull said something?
Says we gotta get cooking.
What do you suppose he meant by that?
I want to know what the devil's going on. He's in there having his rest.
You'll have to pardon Ned, Mr. Seagraves. He's just our damn camp nutter.
Got shit in his ears.
Just give him this, son.
Go on. Get at him. Get, scat.
Hi. We gotta get your boots on. Come on.
What do they both do in there?
I ain't telling anybody.
Okie dokie.
I will be out presently.
That's a good thing, Ned. But go ready his horse and fetch us some extra bullets.
Go on. Some extra bullets for me and George. We like to shoot. Holding High. 1 bullet per digger.
That's if he needs any. Hell, he may just decide to sneak up with a blade on him.
Well, whatever it takes.
If it takes, the all-American hero will do that.
Morning, sir.
Good day, sir.
Ah, yes. Sun appears to be gaining on us. Look at that. I'm just sitting down to breakfast myself and got up rather early and so forth, and only now just You'll join me at table, surely, Mr.
Seagraves. William Seagraves. No, thank you. Kindly, though. I really need to be tending to business, which is why
Well,
I've
I
come...
hope you don't mind if I take some slight refreshment. Ned!
Of course.
Ned! Something to nibble on, Ned, if you please. Cup of coffee. Now, what seems to be exercising you, Mr. Seagraves.
It's diggers high. There's Mill Creeks. There's, 5 or more?
All right, well, suppose you just let Mr. Seagraves explain for himself.
I woke up this morning to find that me cattle had been stolen in the night. So I made haste to come here and find you to ask if you and your...
Well, let me stop you right there because, frankly, I smell a nigger in the woodpile. See, I stamped out the Mill Creek menace in these parts long time past. Hellfire after... Thank you. After that massacre up at...
That'd be 3 knolls high.
3 Knolls. Thank you, George. Hell, after that bloodletting, no Mill Creek would so much as start a cook fire on these hills with me around. Ain't that right? Well, what makes you think it's any kind of Indian at all?
Well, you hold the proof in your hand. Aye.
Ah, yes, the arrow. Fine specimen it is, too. What would you say if I told you there was a old squaw around the way who manufactured these little curios by the dozen? Ships them off to San Francisco as decor for their saloons. Why, this could be nothing more than an object d'art, a souvenir. What then?
Come on, High. That looks pretty bona fide. It looks bona fide to me,
I
High.
followed the tracks up the mountains for a good half a day, and there's no sign of white men.
Well, last fall, down country, there was a herd dry gulched. 5 cowboys killed and scalped by a bunch of war-whooping, hide-wearing outlaws. Now, these villains, they looked like Indians, talked like Indians. Hell, they even killed like Indians, but weren't Indians. No, just a bunch of 2-bit rustlers, white men disguised as Indians to throw justice off the scent.
Well, rustlers are rustlers, and we need to lay them low.
Amen.
All right. I'll oblige you boys and say they're Indians. Fine. They're Indians. Hey, Mill Creeks. Sure as hell not Mill Creeks. Pardon just your garden variety root and berry digger, just trying to scrape by, scrounge through this long winter of ours.
With all due respect, Mr. Good, there are others trying to scrape by. White folk.
Not taking scalps is what I mean. There's just a few beeves is all.
That's where it all starts. First, it's a few of his beefs, then a few of our scabs. It's white women being raped and...
All right, just
white
calm
girls
yourself
being
down,
stoned to
Bull. You boys just attend to your chores over there. I'm gonna have a little word with Mr. Seagraves alone. Look, I'm not one to run from the fight. I just don't believe you have any cause for concern, Seagraves.
Well, your men seem to disagree with you.
Yeah, well, they're ready to believe any story that'll spare them a day's work.
Are you accusing me of telling stories?
No. By God, no. But you gotta understand, these boys are just a couple of war horses. Their nostrils are just quivering, waiting for the first whiff of trouble so they can dash off after it.
That sounds like just the kind of men I need. Well, let them decide then, shall we?
All right. Fine. I'll tell you what we'll do. Ned. We'll let Ned decide. Hell, Ned's half digger himself. He'll steer you straight. What's your put in, Ned? Go on, Ned. Tell us. There's nothing to worry about, right?
It won't do no harm to take a look.
It's settled then.
Yeah, we? You want me to saddle you up one?
Huh? Yeah.
Saddle up, Buck.
Yeah, saddle up, Buck. Saddle up, Buck. We'll take care of it for you, I guess. My hunting tog's out. I think you put them in here, Ned. You lot. You lot. 1, 2. Seagraves.
Set the iron. Half-breed, keep our back. Watch our
Seagraves.
Yeah, no, you've got distance!
Damn it, put your head down.
All right, let me think a minute here. Who's got the manacles?
Cover him.
Yeah, 2, put those on them, and I want you to take them back to the station. That's gonna be your job, look over them.
Are
Lock
you
them up in the
sure?
stables.
All right.
Yeah. Oh, and take that. You guys, number 1 and 2, you start on back with the hostages, and Seagraves and I are gonna reconnoiter a bit, make sure we clean them all out.
Come on. Come on.
Where's my Henry?
Don't be looking back. Just keep going. Don't look back at me.
Seagraves.
No talking.
Justice?
I'll say.
All right. Guess that dog will quit muttering. Here, a souvenir for your kin. Ned took my blade. You got one?
Aye. Oh, why you gonna bark him high? They're not shelling out eagle for fleece no more.
Let's head back to the station.
A man shows up named Seagraves. Seagraves comes up and says, you know, I think Indians have stolen some of my cattle out of my enclosure. And Highgood says, no, that can't be. We killed all the Indians. There are virtually no more Indians in the foothills.
In the 1870s, there would have been still thousands of Indians in California, but the numbers had been reduced to the point where life would have been a struggle. You are now talking about people that were once masters of everything underneath the sky at one point, living in harmony with everything, down to people that are running and hiding. If they did come across some stray cattle, these Mill Creek Indians, they would have taken advantage of it to just feed their children for the evening. I also believe that in Gold Rush society in the 1870s, ownership, property was an excuse or a means to claim their territory and push any and all people off of it. So if one cattle was supposedly stolen, that's all the justification they need to proceed to eradicate or push the indigenous people off of their land.
They finally decide to go follow the clues, and they trail up Mill Creek. They come across Aboriginal Indians. Their truck is Acorn. They're the older Indians, the ones that have been there first.
because of all the gorges, because of all the creeks, because of all the hills, because of the mountains, this is the place to hide. This was the last refuge of these Mill Creek Indians.
Their whole goal is to stay away from white people because all they know is they're going to get killed.
I saw an estimate 100 Indians were dying a day, being replaced by 1,000 newcomers. California Indians have been so reduced and herded and so driven into these mountains that they're not a real threat to anyone. We weren't a military threat to anyone at this point.
Well, we know that a big thing happens. High Goods got his Henry repeating rifle, and he's itchy to try the Henry, and he's never had a chance to use this weapon to go hunt Indians. So they have a shooting match, and they kill the old doctor, and they take 3 females hostage, and they bring them down to the sheep camp. This is a good map. You can see, here's High Goods sheep camp. When he turned 21 years old, he got his property. This is the only map that exists that shows Harmon A. Goods' name. And he's alive for 15 years in California. But on May 4th, 1870, he's very dead.
Dear Matt. Dear Matt.
Quiet.
Dear Matt.
A man works, a man fights, a man dies. The women and children keep the tribe alive. This is something that we're all raised with. So the women and children would have been everything to these Mill Creek Indians. To lose that women and children very well could have been the end of that particular little band.
Their biggest concern was how can they get enough leverage to get the white man to give them back their 3 females. And that call for a truce, for negotiations, was what we know now as the 5 bows, the presentation that they gave up to William Jeffers Seagraves. And Seagraves is quite impressed and knows that High Good has the 3 females. They're about 4 miles south at the sheep camp.
Go.
Will, what's this? Seagraves, what's going on?
Put it up, George. These diggers are not in the warpath. They've come to barter for their women.
With what?
These 5 bows.
Put it down. What are they made of? Solid gold?
No,
Put
no,
it
no,
down.
it's digger logic.
Keep it down. Stay away.
All right,
What's he saying? What's he saying? Keep it down.
I
Put
don't
it down.
know.
Put it down. High's not gonna like this.
Where is High? High!
High's at the Amatron show in Ophir City. Not back
Put it
till
down.
late.
Put it down. Put it down. Back up. Keep it down. Put it down.
George!
What are they saying? Back away. Back away.
Take it easy, guys. Don't spook them.
They're moving. They're moving.
What do we do with them, George?
Well, we got to keep them here.
Take it easy.
Don't shoot them, Bull. Don't shoot.
Sorry.
I didn't shoot. Goddamn Ned let off that shot. Freeze! Get out here, freeze!
These men were participating in an old ritual that I have heard many stories told about, where you give up 5 bows. It may be in a peace treaty, it may be to stop a conflict, it may be to barter, it may be to pay a ransom.
The 5 bows was quite a time. They took 5 of their best bows and they had to convince the white people that they were not interested in any war. And what's pathetic about it is these are the Indians that were only in hiding. They were never at war. These were hunting bows for bow hunting.
These were the most important and valuable things that these men had to trade for their women, other than their lives. A bow holds a lot more symbolism than most people may think. A bow is created out of living things. This is one of my bows. The tree was living, the sinew was living, the rawhide, the fur, all this was a living creature at one time. It's a symbol of life itself. It's a symbol of producing life. In physical terms, it takes anywhere between 10 to 20 deer to produce a good bow. So the fact that they're giving up 5 bows, basically everything they had for their women, and that showed the cultural value that they placed upon their women, that we place upon our children. At that point, they tried the best trick that they had, the last thing they could. They tried to put on the best presentation and show that they knew in their culture.
Chase them gut eaters off.
He's gonna be mad at us. Come on, Digger. Come on, Breed. Get up. Get up. Won't forget. Get up.
Some bounty hunters you guys are.
I didn't mean it. Get this shirt off him. Oh, help me get.
No, not the lashes. Not the lashes.
Come on, Ned. Come on.
No,
Come on,
not
Ned.
the
Right
lash.
over here. Right over here.
Not the lash.
Yeah, the lash, Ned.
Pull,
Take it
George.
Come on. Yeah. Come on. Get up. Come on. Get up. Yeah. Get up. There we go. Come on, Bull. Yeah. Get up. Come on.
No.
Come on. Give it to him, Bull. Come on. Get up. Come on, Bull.
Hell of a
Yeah.
show. Hell of a show.
Breathe. Get up. Come on, Ned. This tickles.
Comes high. Let's take a few licks for him.
Oh, come on, Bull. Show him what we can do when he's gone.
Come on, High.
Come on, Bull.
Still got some left in him.
Come on, Bull. We're having a good time out here. Come on. Come on, Bull.
Here comes some
Show what
real
we can
trouble
do.
now.
Quit crying, Breed. Get on your feet, Breed.
Please, no, High.
Get on your feet, Breed. There he is.
already hurts. Stop
We
it.
had them
going
diggers
on?
in our sights. That
Come on.
Breed does punch and lay into you, Breed. Ain't that right, High? Come on, High. Give it to
Hi. Hi.
You're just funning with them.
Hey.
Hi. Get away.
Hi. The breed's fault. It was the breed's fault.
Where were you, Ope?
there, brother. I need one for you as well.
Howdy, brother.
I do. Much obliged. Now this digger here is gonna have to go around back into the mess tent entrance. He can't go in through the front there. Oh, it's the Boone of the Sierras. I hadn't seen you out here in a while.
Look here, Goosey. This here's my boy. Sure. Folks from his mama's side wore moccasins, but the rest of him's as white as you and me.
He's a half-breed?
My half-breed.
Well, bust my buttons. That's a horse of a different color. Go on through the front.
Wrong here, Ned.
Nice to see you again, huh?
Well, boys, how about we tend to business later and pleasure first? What do you say?
All right. For me.
Fine with me.
Come and look ahead.
The ladies? Hola, amigo.
Hey.
I thought I'd find you here.
You're a sight for sore eyes. A sight for sore eyes.
How you doing on these nights?
the good of the
Listen, I gotta get out of here. I can't
Perhaps
stand
a little
around here.
excitement.
Get out of here.
Ladies of the evening, perhaps.
Ladies,
Bud juice. Drink like my
for
companions
my
here.
amigo, por favor.
Thank you. Thank you.
Jubilee. Spend time with High and
Listen, Bull. Don't be getting your bloomers all in a bunch. These poofters, it's just a freak show. Look at the two of them. Look at the three of them.
Gentlemen, please step into the tent. I'd like you to step right into the middle here.
Sit right
You're
here.
right there, please. Sir, please come in right next to him. Sir, please put down that drink and get right behind him. This is no place for a drink. This is a photo studio. And I'd like to bring this fine weasel of a boy in. Yes, please, you must step into this photo.
Oh, don't mind him, my good man. He's half dirt worshiper. Afraid your contraption will steal his eternal soul.
Come on, Ned. Don't be a piker. Leastways, look like you're one of the boys.
Please stay still. Don't move. Okay. I'm gonna focus. All right.
That's all there is to it, huh?
Okay, please hold still. We're about to expose your soul to eternity. Please hold still.
This photograph was probably taken in Oroville. It's like Highgood's last hurrah. Sandy Young's here. This is Indian Ned. That's the only picture of Indian Ned we have. Highgood is the daddy. He's sitting, and you can see the body language. You've got Indian Ned leaning on Highgood's left shoulder, and his good compatriot, his friend, is on his right. Okay, there's one of the pictures of Highgood and Sandy Young. They're holding hands there. And most people who talk about him say that they were lovers. His good friend was Sandy Young. It all kind of fits that that was his way.
Feel free to be liberal with your betting.
Don't be shy.
Don't be shy. Show a little sand. I know, Mr. Good, you got plenty. Yeah, looks like you put a crystal on number 5 there. 6 and the high card. All right, what have we got here? We have got a 6. Oh, what a shame. And what else? Oh, an ace. I'm sorry, you lost both of those.
Well, perhaps if she's betting them there crystal doodads, I might entice her from the bank with some 100% genuine Mill Creek jewelry.
Whoa, well, I know High. He got all these ears himself.
I didn't win off no Pharaoh game, that much is clear.
Well, now.
her hair is fair. Her eyes brown. Feast your eyes. Madame Stevens, we'll ask her an inquiry. Is it true that you're in only your 18th year? Yes, it is true. She is only 18.
Specs.
Talking for no sticks.
George. Sounds like that buffalo fucking bandito shut up in the brags.
That's a goddamn show. That's a show.
Honorable members of the jury, have you reached a verdict?
Right.
What is your decision?
Hang that digger. Hang that digger. Right?
I now pronounce this digger guilty as charged of gazing upon a white woman with lust in his heart. And may God have mercy on his soul.
Which God you talking about? Not his God. Hang this digger. Hang this digger.
Hang him! Get that noose on him. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Mehlu Yaha Mutso Yewe Mashtam Mushegao Asham
I agreed 100%.
Mushegao Asham Mushegao Asham.
Look at this. Hootenanny right
I don't think engines bled blood.
some of these. You gotta get your piece of this.
Yeah. God damn! You got to get yourself a piece of this, son.
Mehlu yaha mutsu. Gewe mashtam. Mushegao asham. Ketep ogal mure. Tanu kapaiti arash irawalash. Shegao asham. Shegao asham. Shegao asham.
Hello? Anyone here? Hello? Is anyone home? Oh!
I come across this rooster yak coming out of that hurdy-gurdy house next door.
George, Bull, where's the hostages?
They ain't coming back. I sold them.
Well, why would he do that?
Well, why not? Ain't no use to us. That's what they're for.
Who do you think paid for all your visits to the pig-faced lady?
All right, so I'm all rubbed up good. Just the right amount of skid grease. You know, and keep your cases on this little filly. I start talking to her, I find out she's all papa tongue, but sort of half side. So I finally find that girl we're in.
Instead of giving back the females, he sells them into slavery or they disappear. Indian Ned learned that these other Indian people are good human beings too, and they have their side of the story. He empathized with the Indians in negotiations trying to get back their 3 females. I think he got to know the 3 females for a while too, because he was told to guard the rough cabin where they kept the hostages.
I knew it was gonna happen. I don't care. If he wants to sell those girls, let him. I don't care.
Ned is a California Indian at a small age, was basically kidnapped. There's no nice way of saying it, and forced into slavery. He was a slave. He was stolen from his culture, probably at a young age before he was ever really educated into it, and he was indoctrinated into a new society, a new culture where he was a slave, he was less than, he was a redskin, he was an Indian. And what that must have done to his psyche and what it must have done to his state of mind to always be less than.
Tanu, Babaiti, Arash, Irawalash. Mehlu, Yaha, Mutsu.
Oh, the hog-eyed man is all ago when he goes down to San Francisco with a hog-eyed, railroad Nelly with a hog-eyed, road ashore with a hog-eyed. Oh, he wants the hog-eyed man. Oh, in San Francisco, so they wait till a hog-eyed man walks through the gate with a hog-eyed, railroad Nelly with a hog-eyed, road ashore with a hog-eyed. Oh, he wants the hog-eyed man. Oh, reach me down my walking cane. I'm gonna see my girl again with a high good, railroad Nelly with a high good, row ashore with a high good. Oh, she wants the high good man. Howdy, Ned. Ha! Why? Ah! يلا.
Justice in Indian tradition, if someone has really been a violation, there's a ritualized killing, and there would have been killing with a stone, with a big rock. It does say in the obituaries, his head was crushed such that it was just jelly. There was really not even a head left. That's how they found the body, and then covered with rocks. That's one of the obituaries that says that.
Leo Washishu Digam Dialei. That's Washo found Ned by himself. Didn't know who he was. He Lemle Paes lost his heart. Then it all came out in the end and he killed his partner.
Indian Ned's not one that's going to go back into the hills. He's not a traditional Indian. He wouldn't know how to live with them. He's like their patsy, I guess you would call it.
Why would he yearn for something he doesn't know? Why would he yearn for his cultural connection, for his blood roots? Why would he want to go live in the wild? I don't think he had a yearning to be an Indian.
Give me a drink, will ya? Come on. Wait a minute. What'd you do?
Nothing.
What do you mean nothing? Look at you. You're painted up, you got this thing on your neck. You came back with High's rifle. You did something.
No.
You don't tell me no. You didn't do nothing. You did something.
Uh-uh.
I did, isn't he?
Opie, please don't tell anyone. Please, they'll
You
kill me.
Kill him. You killed him. Oh, jeez. What the hell were you thinking?
Hey, Sandy, where's High?
I don't know. Sandy thought he was with you.
We ain't seen him all day.
What? He wasn't with me.
Hell, if High ain't with you, we don't know where he'd be.
Do they know? What happened to High? Oh, where's High?
He says he killed High.
What?
He came back with High's rifle. Look at him.
Ned, where's High? Ned! Where's High, Ned?
I killed him.
What?
I killed him.
What do you mean you killed him?
I shot him.
You killed High?
Yeah.
How?
I shot him.
Show me.
Okay.
What happened? Sandy, what's going on? What's
He
going
killed
on?
High.
He killed High? You killed High? He killed High?
He said he killed him.
Get a rope, get a rope, get a rope.
Muévete.
Sandy,
Show
what
me,
happened?
show me where's the body. Where's the
Hang
body,
this little
Ned?
digger this time.
No. What happened? He killed
Make some
High?
tree fruit out of you, boy.
Bark him. Let's bark him. Let's go.
Bring him.
Oh, help me. You're the only one that can.
Bark him. Breed.
Oh, me. Oh, me.
Bark him, Breed. Bark the Breed.
Oh, God.
You finally get some sand. You got to pay for what you did.
Killed High? Go.
Ain't my doing.
Oh, me.
I got nothing to do with this.
Oldfields gets a confession out of him, and these are told by the different people that found Highgood's body.
He was my friend. Did you do this? Did you smash his head in?
I shot him.
Then who smashed his head in?
The Indians.
The Indians.
No. They done it together.
Sandy. Sandy, we got rope. Let's string him up. Human fruit.
No. Put your nose up against that tree. Kneel down, man. On your knees. Let's tie him up. Let's tie him up.
Ah!
Not the last. What you doing, Ned?
I didn't think he could be killed.
Clean shot. You did the right thing. Breed's dead.
It is done.
Let's head back to the station. What about my rope?
Just untie it and let him lie.
No one agreed with the fact that some half-breed digger should be killing Highgood, the greatest Indian killer of the time. So they shot Ned and left him in the ditch. And they didn't leave him
for a week. They didn't leave him for a month. They left him for years. Nobody liked Ned.
There's oral histories and there's also written histories. There were some students in Calusa and they came and collected the body after it had been on the ground for maybe 2 years. And they brought it back to Calusa for a science class.
Brothers of the ancient and honorable Vigilant Society of the Golden Circle, we are gathered here today to bid farewell to one of our brothers who died most grievously. Where will we right his faults?
In the sand, in the sand, in the sand.
And where will we right his deeds?
In the stone, in the stone, in the stone.
So be it.
Yeah, we're here at the Tehama County Cemetery, and right along the road here in this part of the cemetery is where Harmon Augustus Good is buried. He's only 34 years old when he's killed. It says that. It's May 4th of 1870. After that happens, the Indians, the older Indians who influence Indian Ned to help them kill High Good, they flee and go up into the mountains. In a court of law, if you can prove motive, you can prove that that's probably who killed or did some act to someone. So we do have enough information that the older Indians, the traditional, the Aboriginal, the first people of this area, had the motive to have killed High Good. So it does fit that they probably did influence someone who was an insider who knew High Good. It was actually working for him as a slave boy. It was Indian Ned. So when the 3 hostages, the females, were not returned or disappeared in the negotiations, that was recourse, motive for them to kill High Good. And that did happen on May 4th of 1870. This is the tombstone.
The Indian hunter cannot be cut down in battle. He cannot be a sad figure that fades away. He cannot be a figure that falls apart to his own devices. He cannot be left to obscurity. He either needs to save the day, kill the Indians, or something tragic like betrayal. Somehow the good guy has to be betrayed, and who are the bad guys in the story? It's the Indians. You're losing some of the meaning when you write things down. If I tell a story to another Indian, the different aspects, cultural aspects of that story will mean virtually the same thing to him. He may get a different outcome. He may have different feelings or emotions about the beginning and the end, but he knows what the story's about because I'm able to produce an oral history, an oral story to him. I'm able to translate my feelings versus writing it down. You are not getting a full understanding of the 1870s and what the Mill Creek Indians were going through, what the settlers were going through. You are going to lose this story if all you do is write it down and all you do is read it. You have to tell it.
A lot of people argue that oral history is never very accurate, but it's a metaphor about how things came to be. It may not be literal, but it still carries some truth about understanding life and why we're here and what's going to happen. If it's a creation story, then the people who know that creation story, they believe it is true.
Creator has deemed us, blessed us with being guardians of everything here. We believe that we are here to protect and provide for the animals, and they will do the same for us. We're here to protect and provide for the earth, and it will do the same for us. In our creation stories, it speaks just of this fact. At one time, we lived in harmony with animals and nature, and an animal would not run away from you if you walked up to it. But because of greed and gluttony, that is not so now. At one time, we were blessed with heaven on earth, which is California, and through greed and gluttony, we no longer have that.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is a beautiful bohemian sunrise. I present to you the Hard Times Band with special guests, the Boone of the Sierras, the West's greatest Indian fighter, killed more Indians than any Indian hunter in the land, and he didn't leave one for seed. Can I get another Hall of Children? I said he didn't leave one digger for seed. It is the great, the late, Hiram August Good.
Is everybody in? Everybody is everybody in? Everybody's in the house. The ceremony is about to begin.
Down my wall.
So